Hey, this is a video that Jenn recently posted the other day, and I remember when the tag first came out 7 years ago almost, and I've always wanted to do it, and it just sort of reminded me. I'm so glad that she made that video. I'm hoping a lot of other people are going to do it too, and I think it gives insight into people that you might assume are perfect or have no flaws, and I learned a lot of things that I would have never known otherwise. And to know that she has insecurities too is like comforting, because you know, everyone, you can see someone as perfect, and I think she is amazing and beautiful, and everything that she has done as a creator on YouTube is phenomenal. I've always loved her channel since it was her and her best friend at the time. But yeah, I'm gonna start off. I'm actually gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna name 4 things that I dislike about myself and 4 things I like about myself, and 3 of the things are going to be physical traits, and then I'm gonna have 1 personality trait for both. So I'm gonna start off with dislikes, and this first one might be a surprise to you, but I actually really disliked my skin color. I'm very fair. I mean, you can see how white that is. I've been this way since I was born. I mean, my mother has very fair skin too, and I was actually, as a kid, you know, bullied for being so white. Girls would tell me to get a tan, or that to go outside more, or like, why are you look sick. Even the teachers would be like, oh, you're so pale, like, is something wrong with you? And no, like, I mean, I've been tested. I'm not vitamin deficient, I don't have anemia, but that's something I was always insecure about to this day. And I would, even in high school, girls would tell me to buy like fake tan or get a spray tan just so I look better. But I've sort of come to terms with my pale skin, and I really do think it can look nice, but it's something that I'm still relatively insecure about. And you know, I wish I could get tan, but I do get freckles, and it's really easy for me to burn, and I've sort of had to learn that, you know, I was born this way, and some people see it as beautiful. So that's my first dislike. My second is something that I've had since I can remember. It's probably the most insecure part of my body, and that would be my stomach, my waist. It's like the only area of my body where I cannot lose like all the fat on it, and it's really hard for me to tone. And because of that, I've never worn revealing clothing, and I've always just sort of tried to hide my stomach. I would never wear bikinis. I was always afraid to go out if anything was like cropped, or I would always wear like high-waisted shorts or pants because I didn't want my waist to be revealed. And that's just something I'm only just starting to get over. With a lot of diet and exercise, I've started, you know, being able to get more comfortable in that area, and it's something that I'm still working on, but definitely one of my biggest insecurities. I just saw girls that are like naturally, they just don't get any fat there, and I wish that I had those genetics, but that's just something I've learned to accept, and I'm working on it. Third thing would be my hair. Now it looks relatively nice right now, but my hair is very, very thin, and it's very, very fine, and it's brittle, and it's just doesn't take to hair dye or hot tools. Like, I also just don't like how it looks naturally. It's very messy. It's neither straight nor curly, so I always have to I feel like I have to do something to it. Right now I straightened it, but even then it looks relatively wavy. But again, that's just my hair. A lot of girls like my hair, so that's something that I just don't understand, but I wish that I had really thick, strong hair. I can't even really dye it because like I've dyed it dark, but it's already lighter than my roots now. It just washes out, even though it was at a salon. And I don't know, I've never really been happy with the color, because one girl in school said I had like mousy gray hair. And I'm like, that just, I mean, it does, like, insults definitely stick to you. And I was so insecure that I used to wear hair extensions all the time in high school and in like first year of college, just because I had had short hair for a long time, and girls, you know, bullied me for looking like a boy, and then I grew it out, but it was still really thin. But yeah, my hair is definitely something that I wish I had I wish I had thicker hair, I wish I had a different color, but I'm learning to accept my natural hair color, and I'm learning to like it and sort of deal with it. In a lot of my past videos, I have not styled it at all, so you can see what it looked like then. And I got more comfortable with my hair when I didn't have any tools to style it with, so when I went to Europe, I just sort of lived with it, and I got used to having it that way. And I do like some aspects of it, so again, that's something I'm trying to get better with. As for personality traits, one of my biggest personality things that I don't like about myself is my negativity. I definitely am the person that thinks the worst case scenario. If anything seems to be going wrong, I always assume that the worst is possibly gonna happen. And that's from a lot of just things in my life that have happened, like the worst thing has happened, and it's hard to get out of that mindset. So I'm trying to just think more positively, and I'm trying to, you know, look at the other options and not just assume the worst. And that applies to assuming the worst about people as well. I always think, oh, people are out to, you know, that person's doing something to get something out of it, rather than, oh, maybe they're just helping because it's the right thing to do and they're being a nice person. And that's a mindset that I've just sort of had to change over the years, because I'm more inclined to thinking, I always say I'm being realistic, but it's just negativity, and no one should think like that. Okay, enough with the dislikes. I'm gonna start talking about some of the things that I do like. First being what most people comment me on, which would be my eyes. I have a very unique eye color. It's blue, green, brown, like goldish. Like I have a lot of different colors. I say it's sort of hazel green with flecks of brown in them, but a lot of people compliment my eyes because it is like a genetic mutation, so it's really uncommon to have, and sort of what people notice first when they see me, which I do appreciate, and I do like my eye color. I'm the only person in my family with this not brown eyes, so I guess I am grateful for that. Second would be my smile. I did have braces. I didn't get braces until I was 18 or 17. Yeah, I was 17 and a half when I got braces. So I had them up until going to college for about a little over a year. And I also had to have jaw surgery during my last year of high school when I had braces, because I had a severe overbite that wouldn't be corrected with just braces. So I've gone through a lot to have a good smile, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. A lot of people compliment my teeth. I do take good care of them. I try to brush after every meal, and I floss once at night. And I think that that's really important. I think a lot of people don't take proper care of their teeth. You should see the dentist every 6 to 9 months. I try to stay on top of that just because I spent so much time and money on my teeth that I want to maintain them. So my third thing would actually be my legs. I don't proportionately have long legs, but because I'm 5'10", I do have long legs, and they've always been relatively toned and slim, even when I was overweight as a kid. And that was one thing I was always like proud of. Like I would wear one piece because I was insecure about my stomach, but I would be like, you know, showing off my legs. And I think it helps me with modeling to have, you know, long toned legs that are noticeable. Even though I'm really pale, I do like how my legs look. And it's easy to have them stay toned and things like that, which I'm really grateful for. So I do like my legs. And the last thing I'm gonna say is what I like about my personality is, I would say, a lot of people say I'm very friendly, and I think that's a good quality to have. Not enough people are just sort of open-hearted or friendly to others, even to strangers and things like that. And I would also say that I'm very dedicated and sort of a proactive person, and that's also a quality I really do like about myself. If something makes me feel driven, I will act on it and I will go forward with things, and I don't try to stay passive. I like making the first move. I like, you know, doing something when other people are too afraid to do so, and I think that's a good quality to have. And I try to be as friendly to everyone as possible. And I just, you know, I like meeting new people. I like maintaining long-term friendships. So that's probably my favorite personality trait that I do have. And yeah, that's the end of the tag. I hope you learned some things about me that you might not have known. if you want to do this tag, please do this tag, and then also like tell me or link me, because I would love to watch it. I'm hoping that, I know that since Jenn did post this video, a lot of other people will watch it, and I'm looking forward to seeing those. I think it's a really good tag video. It's probably my favorite on YouTube, so I'm really glad that I was able to do it. Comment if you like this video if you like this, and I have my socials linked below. Follow me on Twitter if you want to stay in touch with me, or on Instagram because I post every day. Bye.